What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Today we are donning the whites and hopefully going to wrap up this tale of the Australians so we can get maybe a little bit of a bat as well in this test match. So obviously Australia on Wednesday, well, it would have been earlier than Wednesday, but the first game of the, well, I guess the Chappell-Hadlee series on Wednesday, and we've got some tests coming up as well. 2 test matches to go with 3 one-dayers before. I think this is New Zealand. I think that is New Zealand's last tour or last international games before the World T20. I think Australia have a T20 series against South Africa in South Africa. So this is kind of just a series in the middle that's kind of, you know, just there. And it is always good to play against the old foe, play against the Trans-Tasman rivals. That's not a very good ball. That is very wide down. Well, down the offside. I wasn't even going to say the leg side. And we really need to be bowling a bit better than that to Ryan Harris to go and try and pick ourselves up a wicket. But we have gone wicketless so far. None for 17. We are joining halfway through a game, which is a little bit weird. You know, normally we go and do it from the start. But I thought, why not? Why not do this? Because then we may get some bowling. Well, sorry, we will get some bowling. And we could possibly get some batting as well. We just need to wait and see. Would be nice to go and wrap up this tale quickly. So then we can go and obviously have a pretty sizable lead heading into our second innings. At the moment it's still about 120, so we'll definitely go and take that. And that one there has just been pushed through. Still trying to work on my off cutters and I guess my leg cutters and stuff like that, just to really go and I guess try and evolve my batsman, my bowler into, you know, the complete package, a guy who can do everything. And hopefully that is the case, but they just seem to be nudging me around pretty easily at the moment, so we just need to work on that line and length and get that right, because if it is right, it is very hard to play. We're going to try and, I'm going to chuck up a Yorker here and just see. It almost worked. If I had that man probably, I don't know, that's like a wide cover or a wide mid-off, then it would have worked, but they've just taken 3 singles off the over so far and it has been effortless, so there we go. Bring in the dot balls. Bring back the Yorkers, boys. Back like we did a long time ago in my career. No, don't bring back the Yorkers. It doesn't work. We want wickets. I thought we may have had one there. May have potentially have had a caught and bowl, but not the case. Still a pretty good over, but not really looking threatening. And I guess that has been the story of my bowling on this career mode as of late. The bowling's been good, it's been economical, but it hasn't really been threatening, which is what we want. We want to be going and picking up those wickets. I think someone went and picked up Bradman, so that's going to be a huge bonus. It is that we now, well, now we don't have to bowl to him. And hopefully we can do what we've been saying all episode, and that is go and wrap up the tail. But that's a nice shot. I think that would be Mitchell Starc, possibly. It must be. Johnson would bat at 8, Harris, Starc at 10. You think about it now. No, sorry, it's James Pattinson. I was going to say, Mitchell Starc at 10. What a waste of a batsman. You know, what a waste of a guy who's decent with a bat. I mean, the guy's, I think he's got about 5, yeah, he's got 5 test match 50s, I think. I don't know about one days. He scored 99 in a test match, and then I think he got out to, I think it was, I can't quite remember. I'm trying to think who it was. I think he got out. It may have been Shire Freddie. Or maybe, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure who it was. But he got out for 99 anyway. It could have been a Kiwi, actually. Not sure. But we need these last 2 wickets. That lead's slowly creeping under 3 figures, which isn't what we want. We want to keep it at 3 figures. That gives us, you know, a decent platform. I don't know how far through the game we are either. And what am I talking about, us, the Australians coming to tour us? We're going to tour the Australians in this save. There is definitely no way this is a New Zealand ground. 1, it's too big. 2, look at the stands. They're massive. Too big. Way too big. We are definitely gone. I think this is the MCG, actually. Or it could be the SCG. I'm not sure. One of the 2. So there we go. We pick it up. I don't know what kind of a lead we had. But things are looking good, and we probably are going to get a bat as well. So today we get the best of both worlds. Hopefully it is going to be Warner, Doolan and Nathan Lyon who are bowling to me, because the quick bowlers playing against Harris and Pattinson and Johnson, no, I'm good, thank you. I don't really want to go and do that. We will see how big our lead is. It is 240 at the moment, and we do get our wish. Oh my god! Why do I get out for Goldens? all the time. My betting lately in this game, I mean, you remember betting Korea on Wednesday. I said I was having some issues with my betting. There's another prime example. Gone for a golden. It's not going to be the end of the world because for some reason in this game, the batting and the bowling is mixed up. My top order bowls, my bottom order bats. They definitely get us out of a lot of games. I guess just thanks to... I don't know how it got stuffed up so badly, but it did. So you did get some batting technically. Just the one ball. And it was David Warner who got us out, who doesn't even bowl in real life. So that's a bit of a concern. The batting form is a bit of a concern. We're really getting it up there, trying to get it to swing. Warner is looking to play aggressive, so we could potentially pick up a wicket round here somewhere. That's what I like, Davey Warner. Great stuff. Block it out. 486 still left to win, though. And it will be interesting to see if this pitch does start to break up heading later into day 4 and day 5. I'm not even sure what day we're in. We are in day 5. Okay, so the pitch isn't going to break up. The pitch looks absolutely solid. This looks like a day 1 pitch. Well, maybe not a day 1 pitch. Maybe like a day 3. I think that one there is just... It's maybe hit just outside off. It's probably not going to go and hit there just because of the natural angle and the ball is swinging away a little bit. But not a bad shout whatsoever. That's a good over. A very good over to start off. A maiden for us. We're getting that in-swing skill up as well, so that's what we want. That is what we want. I can't believe how good this pitch looks. It's probably more of a day 2, day 3 pitch when you know, when it's best for batting on, because there is just no cracks. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. No foot marks. A little bit of wear and tear, you know, down obviously the ends where the batsmen have been. A few foot marks there, but apart from that, it looks an incredible nick. The curators, well, they don't really deserve a gold star for this because they probably produced a very flat pitch that is not going to produce a result. But wow, to keep it in that nick for 4 days is just incredible. Either that or the umpires have just not let players walk on the pitch whatsoever. We're just keeping it in that right area. In-swing skill to the left-handers, obviously outswing to the left-handers, in-swing to the right-handers, seems to be working well, and it's quite strange the amount of times I play against Australia in this game, and the roles, I guess, from real life are kind of reversed. Chris Rogers was always that guy who stuck around. He would look to try and, you know, bat deep, well, not deep into the innings, but bat into the innings, whereas Dave Warner was a guy who would come out and try and blast it. And in this game, it seems to be the complete opposite. Warner seems to be the guy that can't get off strike, doesn't really score at a fast rate, and then you've got Bucky Rogers down the other end, who at the moment is only 8 off 5, but he'll be the guy that is aggressive and get after you. So, I don't mind bowling to Dave Warner because he's not taking me. There we go. He takes 1, so he finally gets off strike. There's our first runs off us as well, off our 13th ball in the second innings, and we are going to have to change this field now that we are bowling to Chris Rogers for the first time. But 14 off 11, I mean, that's not super, super good. All you need to do is hit a couple of boundaries and bam, you're under away. There's 4. But yeah, just going to try and continue to work, I guess, on these outswingers. Get them going. That one there's been clipped. If that man at fine leg was up a bit closer, that could have been it could have been a chance for a wicket. But yeah, a bit aggressive there from Bucky Rogers, what we're not used to seeing. Such a defensive player. And Dave Warner just cannot lay bat on ball. At least he hasn't done a me and got an edge first ball. I was so looking forward to batting and filming some batting on this career mode, and then I just go and get out for a golden duck to Dave Warner. Bowling his little leggies. I couldn't believe it. Another good over, just 2 off it. We'll probably bowl another couple, and then we'll look at going and wrapping things up, because I am trying to do a few videos before I head away to the Nines, obviously, this weekend. So I'm having to do a lot of stuff prior to the weekend. By the time you guys watch this video, I will be back, but I wouldn't have had time to go and obviously do a recording. So that's why it is coming early. Otherwise, I probably would have talked about the one-day series, because I think possibly today is the 3rd one-day. I know there was one on Wednesday, and then I think there's one over the weekend possibly. And then I think the other one may... It might have been Saturday and Monday, or possibly even Friday and Monday. I'm not too sure. But otherwise I would have gone and spoken about that. But Dave Warner can just not lay bat on ball. Davey, just get a wee edge, feather it through to the keeper, and we'll be away laughing. That's all I want you to do. That's all I want you to do, but you can't even do that. That's what I was trying to do when you were bowling to me, Davey. I was just trying to go and nudge it down the ground, you know, even just to the fielder. Ooh, that's closer. That may be out LBW, actually. And it is. The umpire's given it. I thought it maybe could have been a little bit high. Will Warner review it? Will he challenge it? I hope not. Oh, he is going to. This is going to be interesting. We're going to watch this. Anticipation. Mouse gone all dry. The only thing I can think of is possibly height. It's looking as though it has pitched in line. I think that's not out, actually, personally. Look at how far across his stumps he is. Remember, it is a left-hander. It probably has hit him in line, but I think it's maybe going on to miss off stump, I would say. The original decision is out. Look at that. There's no way that's doing enough. The impact's in line, but look at the way the ball's going, and it's been overturned. Davey Warner, why'd you review that? You've robbed me. Well, I wouldn't say you've robbed me out of a wicket. The umpire has. Not even clipping the stumps. Wow. Not even clipping the stumps. But that's alright. We did start to look a bit more threatening. Williamson actually, I think, went and picked up. I don't know if it was Warner. I don't know who was batting 1 and who was batting 2. But Williamson went and picked up a wicket of someone. And now we've got the right-handed Alex Doolan in, who had, I mean, he didn't really get, it was Davey Warner who went, actually. Doolan didn't really get much of a chance in the one-day side. It was kind of when they were looking for that number 3. I think it was when possibly Watson was dropped, maybe, because Watson did bat a wee while at 3. I think Smith must have been batting at 5 at that stage. Possibly. I can't remember. And then, yeah, Doolan was just never really brought back in. That's a closer shout. I think he may have got a bit of bat on it, but it is a very good shout. So we're going to just give it a challenge anyway. You know, just in case. God, there's challenges left, right, and centre here. I think it may have hit the bat. It might not have, actually. We're bowling in swing, remember. Maybe height. Oh! Too high. God. That was a good shout. That was a good shout. Not the worst review in the world, just going over. I thought it looked pretty good, actually. But then again, I don't really sneak too many past the bat. So that's why I thought, you know, it was worth the challenge. So we're coming up to our final ball here, and it has been a fairly good spell so far. We obviously had a decision overturned. We had that close LBW decision last time around, and we really are starting to go and, I guess, bowl a lot better to the right-handers as well. But I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links that can be found down below in the description. Hope you guys are... What am I saying? Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you had a good start to your week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got FIFA 16 Phoenix Career Mode. Make sure you do not miss that.